Hey guys, this is another video for my Summer Direction Crochet Along. We are on row 15. This is the interlocking design. If you're doing mosaic, you can just repeat this section again. When you're doing interlocking, the right side and the wrong side makes a big difference, okay? Which is why, even though the design is the same in the image, this one at here that we've done already, it interrupts those sections, right? It's written right side, accent front, and then it has 2 row numbers. And in between those is where the section starts. So this one started in a wrong side. So this is row 15. We're going to chain 3. We are already in the front because now we're on the right side of the project. And we're going to do 4 in the back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we did 4 in the back. Now we've done front, back, front. And then 2 in the back. And you might also notice my stitches are quite tight. I like it like that. Some people like them to be looser. You can go up a hook size or 2. You can use different size yarn. You can just do whatever you like because it's your project. If you have a bunch of repeats, this is now the end of our stars. You're going to start back at 4 in the back. Keep going and do it over and over and over and over and over again. I am going to just put 1 more in the back to finish off our row. And then I'm going to end in the front. And then we have our dark color again. This is my purple is my main color. We are looking at the wrong side. These tails, our accent color tails, are in the back. Then we're going to chain 3, put 1 in the back. So you gotta find that stitch, keep those ones out of the way. And then we start with 3 in the front. 3, 1, 3, 2. Oh, my yarn gets a bit tight here. Isn't this colors just so much fun though? I like it. 3 in the front. Then we're going to put 2 in the back. And then 4 in the front. Now that's the end of our star. So if you keep repeating, your section is going to be 4 in the front, and then you're going to go with another 3 for a total of 7 in the front, okay? Don't get confused. That's 4. Then I'm going to put 1 in the back because that's the end of our row. We're done our stars. And an end stitch. I bought a fancy camera. Microphone. And then it turned out it's not even compatible with my phone. I had to get a new phone, and it only has a USB-C, and I have a USB-C converter, but it doesn't actually convert, so it doesn't actually work, which is kind of annoying because a couple videos I did, I was wearing this silly microphone, getting the cables all in the way, and it wasn't even doing anything. But today, we're just pretending like it's going to be fine, that my voice isn't perfect. Someday I'll be cooler, and I'll have the best studio in the world, and it'll be awesome. But today, we're going to do it this way. Chain 3 in the back. Then we put 1 in the front. That's our star. We're going to repeat from here. Put your stitch marker if you need to. We're going to put another one in the front. Then we're going to do, it's in those brackets, right? So front, back, front, back, front, back. We're going to do it 3 times. So we're here, starting here. Front, back. Make sure you go under 2 loops. Then we do it again. Front, back. And we're going to do it a 3rd time. Front, back. Then we're going to put 3 in the front. 1, 2, 3. Now if you are following those stars, you're actually going to have another one, right? You're going to have the 4, but that's the beginning of your brackets again. So I'm at the end of my row. I'm just going to end it in the back. Find my teal colored one behind the purple. And moving on. 1, 2, 3. 1 in the front. Now I put 3 in the back. Whoopsie, sorry. Then we put 1 in the front. Then 2 in the back. And then we do it again. 1 in the front. 2 in the back. So you're going to keep going and you'll have 5 in the back if you're starting at this beginning of the star again. I'm at the end of my row, so I'll put 1 in the front and an end stitch. Now do chain 3 in the front. One, 2 in the back. Then it goes front, back, front, back, front, back. Okay, we're going to do it 3 times. 1, 1. That takes care of the first repeat. Then we're going to do it again. 1, 1. That's the second bracket repeat. Then 1, 1. That is our third. Oh, if I can go in there. That is our third repeat. So then there's also another final front before the end of our star. You're going to do it again. I am just going to go in the back like so and end it in the front. Oops, there we go. Here we go. Scroll down because my computer only shows me so much. I don't print off my patterns, I just read them on a screen. I know some of you like to print them off and laminate them and everything. You guys are fancy. We're going to go chain 3. We're looking at the wrong side. The accent color is in the back. We're putting our first stitch in the back. All right. Then we have 1 in the front, 1 in the back, 4 in the front, then 1 in the back, 2 in the front. Then 1 in the back, because we finished those stars, right? You'd be repeating 2 in the front, then you'd start over. Mine is just going to go in the back and an end stitch. We are on row 21. We're going to start with chain 3 in the back. Then we'll put 1 in the back. And our star says to do a front and then a back. Then we do 3 in the front. we do another back stitch and a front stitch. That's the end of the star, so you're gonna have to do your repeats. Oh no, sorry, it's not the end of the star. 2 more in the back, sorry. Then it's the end of the star. So you're gonna go back to the star. It says do front and the back, and 3 front, right? Hopefully you have understood that concept by now, but I don't know, maybe I just babble and I just say things 100 times, just to make sure. That's what I have to do with my kids. You say everything 100 times and they don't hear you. So maybe that's why I repeat things. So we are looking at the right side of our project. You can tell because the bottom lines are straight. The side lines are also straight. Okay? And we are going to do chain 3. Make sure that your accent colors are in the front, out of the way. Put your stitch here in the front. And the star part starts with 1 back, and then 1 in the front, and then 6 in the back. 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, pull that out, 6, 5, 6 back. Okay, that's the end of that. We'll put 1 in the front, and if you're doing your repeats, you're going to go and put another back, front, 6 back, right? I'm at the end of my row, so I'm going to finish off with 1 in the front and our end stitch on the side here. Now we are going to be on row 23. Chain 3 in the front, then put 2 stitches in the back. Oops. Sometimes I just pull weird, you know? Do you do that too? Don't forget your chain space between all these double crochets. We want to get we're still going in the front of the stitch here, so gotta get in there. So where are we? Chain 3 in the front, 2 in the back. Then we do 1 front. Oh goodness. I guess I'm getting tired. I guess that's the end of my videos today, hey? Then we do 5 in the back. 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, then 1 in the front. That's the end of our star, so you got to start back at your beginning of your star. I am going to end it with 1 in the back and 1 here on the front. Okay, this is our final row of the section. It's the kind of row that you don't really need to count. You're making a big straight line, okay? So you can count if you want to, and typically I do, but you also have the option of not counting. Make sure your tails are still in the back and out of the way. Then you put your first stitch in the back, and then all the other ones here, they're just going to be in the front all the way across until you get to the end. So you can count them if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 until you get to the end. I'm only doing it once, of course, you know this, but I'm going to say it anyways because I like to talk. Now here's the wrong side, but I think it looks pretty cool actually. It's still got chevron, still got cool colors, still looks neat. So you counted, you get your end stitch and your one that's not on the star, right? That's how you can keep track if you haven't been counting and you're not sure when to end. You can look, and there's only an end stitch and one that's not in the star. So that's when we know we're done. So we put one in the back and our end stitch. And that is the end of our section. You see they made the same picture. Oh, a little fuzzy on there. They made the same picture, but the stitches were all opposite.